Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Express English with Miss B. Today we are unfolding our continual segment, which is related to punctuation, and I'll be talking about commas. So, what is comma? Comma is a punctuation mark in English language where it indicates a pause in a sentence or in phrases or clauses. Whenever we speak or whenever we read text, we have to make use of a comma because it is a break in order for us to read early. Like I keep saying, in English language, we have so many canons, we have precepts, we have rules. The first rule is we use a commas with a list. Okay, commas are used when we have a list of items. For example, see, listen, and be silent. Okay, for example, I can say I love pizza, bread, okay, oranges and apples. We all use commas when we talk about list. When we have so many items with us, we use commas to connect two independent clauses. In English language, we have two types of clauses. We have a dependent clause and an independent clause. Now we'll be talking about independent clauses. Example, it is an old car but very reliable. Okay, this is an independent clause because we have a bird here. You have to put a comma this way. Again, we use commas to set up introductory words or phrases. In English language, most of the times we want to introduce ourselves. When we speak or when we write or when we do presentation, we must make sure we use commas. Yes, I will be there. Thanks for reminding me. So we use a comma before the pronoun I. We equally use commas to separate parenthetical elements which are whole in nature. Okay, for example, we have football, which is a popular sport, is very good for health. So we use commas here because we have this. We use commas. Now we equally use commas to separate a series of phrases. Most of the times when we communicate, we want to use different types of phrases. We use commas to separate them to make it look good and excellent. I like reading books, comma, okay, listening to music and studying. So we have a comma before and. Again, we use commas to separate date, years, and address. Most of the times when we write dates in English language, we use a comma. Let's say I was born in August. We have a comma here. Okay, let's say you want to give us your home address. We must have a comma. We equally use commas to separate quoted parts. Let's say you read a book and you are trying to write a report about the book and you quote a particular element or aspect, you must put it in a comma because it is reported in nature. Thank you and stay tuned for the next segment.